Hello everybody. So I figured I'd better make a video. I was promising everybody I'm gonna do that first video of the I didn't know that about my hometown history. That will come out this week. It has just been sort of insane. We had a number of medicine changes, and I went and got that help. I had talked a little bit about some of the stuff I'm going through, and that stuff's starting to work, so I'm feeling good. I'm actually hoping, because we're finally getting into temperatures that I don't freeze, my fingers don't fall off. I think I'm going to try next weekend to get out and do first of my live filming again. I'm going to start out slow, but I'm hoping maybe I'll be getting within, maybe say by the end of March, we start getting a video out every 2 days. And then maybe by May, June, we're back to the old schedule where I was putting stuff out every single day, because I'm feeling really good. It's actually the best my foot has felt. It's growing closed. Wednesday we have our third procedure for skin graft. Each time it's getting much smaller. But they had changed my one with my diabetes. They're trying to get me off of my mealtime insulins and get me on it is Trulicity, which if anybody's ever taken that, the first couple weeks that you have your like original dose, I already am vomitous at times because of whatever they're going to work on that next to try to figure out what's going on there. But I think I don't digest stuff correctly sometimes, and it's always in the morning. I'm pregnant, guys. I'm sorry. The one person said, like, friend Josh is like, oh, let's say to my wife, I think he has morning sickness. I was like, no, it doesn't work that way. I don't have any kind of weird announcement. I'm Jonathina now, guys. Sorry. Not making fun of anybody, but I'm not pregnant. But around 7 in the morning when I get up, it'll just be like, and it happens. And with Trulicity, unfortunately, the first couple weeks that you're on it, one of the side effects is because it's basically because it's curbing your appetite. It really does it. And the first time when I first started on it was about a week and a half. You're sick in the morning, vomit, it's a blast, yada yada yada. Now, when we switched it 2 weeks ago, which I'll be taking my third shot this evening, I was sick like all the time, and it was just constant nausea, which thankfully I think around Wednesday, Thursday it sort of broke off, so hopefully that's done. But it's still one of those things that's not a blast. But so the last couple weeks I've sort of been so sick, nausea wise, I just was not up for. I've basically been working, getting back to doing that to try to get, I got like 23 hours in this week, which was sort of nice. So I'm hoping I sort of build from here and to have a good idea of what I'm going to be able to do. And then I've told them these are the things I can't do anymore, just because I don't have any bone structure in the left foot anymore. And because some of the carts we have tables on, they're probably 500-600 pounds. I just can't push those around anymore, just because you're putting so much pressure on that foot. It's less the bones I'm worried about, and it's more the tendons, because normally you have on each metatarsal on the outer, you have that full bone that's like 3 pieces or something like that to go from the ankle. I only have the last bone left anymore because they had to remove the other 2 on the outside in this last surgery. So all that ligament tendon is connected to is just that last little bit of sliver of bone, which is maybe about 2 inches long, which I think most of it's still attached, but it's been a concern. That's something like I don't want to overdo it, because if I'm on a day where I'm on my feet for 2 or 3 hours, not constantly, but just back and forth walking, I really feel it in the ankle and up the leg a little bit. So then the next couple days I had to take it really easy. We'll figure something out shoe wise, because once I'm able to actually wear something that supports the ankle a little bit more, because right now I'm just in like a post-op shoe, which is very low, and it's just basically keeping your foot protected to a degree, but it doesn't have the same support as a regular shoe. So probably when I finally get over to the diabetic shoe that is more prosthesis based, it'll support that better, so that won't be as much of a problem. But it's one of those things I just have to be cognizant of and be careful. But I wanted to make sure you guys knew I was still alive, because it had been a little while, and I was like, I'm going to do such and such, and you work, you're sick, you go home, you go to bed, and you just basically let your body rest. And it's still like it's going to be a couple weeks before I get my full energy back, because the hyperbaric chamber, you're working your body's cells at like 100% oxygen, which you're not used to, which makes your cells work harder, faster. Therefore, you get more tired is one of the side effects. So, but it seems like my what we wanted with that, it worked. My immune system rebooted, and this is the best I have felt in a couple years, in fact. And I feel more like myself with this medication that I'm on right now. I think they have me on like Prozac or something like that, but it's a very minimal dose, but it's enough that we'll look at and see how it feels, because sometimes you can have weird reactions to them where it makes you feel sort of soulless, or even if this depression medication makes you feel more depressed, it's like you might spontaneously combust in a ball of fire. I haven't had any of those happen. I actually feel pretty good, but I'm starting to feel it where I'm feeling like myself again. I don't feel overwhelmed by everything, because I just sort of hit a wall. That last hospital visit sort of broke me. It was like, I don't want to be here. Normally I'm really nice, but I was sort of grumpy, and I felt sort of bad. And there was a couple other mitigating circumstances there that had me a little ticked, because at that time I still had the wound vac on, and it just didn't get changed out, and the battery was dying, and I was letting them know, hey, you really need to get something on this or get this off, because this isn't healthy for the wound. And just sort of was like, oh, and that had me a little angry John. Then Chuck was out in the parking lot and couldn't console me. But we're doing well, and like I said, I'm hoping maybe even to try, I don't know if this week I was hoping this week to get together with Visit Lebanon Valley. Hopefully we'll have some pretty cool, exciting news, more definitive, with the work that I'm going to be doing with Isaac Meyer Homestead. Also, Historic Schaeferstown LLC reached out to me. So we are at some point going to be trying to get together with them and talk about some things that I might be doing at the Cherry Festival and the Harvest Festival. I'm not quite sure what that is yet, but I'm excited about it. But a lot of good stuff's to come. We're going to be taking our time, not overdoing it. I've learned my lesson. Knock on phone, hopefully. You guys just have to yell at me and keep me in line. But we're doing well. But as always, I want to say thank you guys. You guys have been so amazing through this entire process. I honestly do mean it. I would not be here if it wasn't for you guys, because, you know, I think you guys know I'm a Christian. I don't talk about it a ton, because I just don't feel that's what necessarily the channel, the purpose of it is. But I think things happen for a reason. And there are so many of you who have been so extraordinarily kind and generous, and just, you truly are the best. Those kind gestures, those cards, those simple statements and comments and remarks, and just kind gestures, they've kept me going. And I might have mentioned this in the video before, but I know there's times that I go to the post office and there's a letter there, and you almost break down a little bit emotionally, because the message means that much. The gift means that much, whatever it is. And it's just sort of like, we were meant to be in each other's lives. This channel was meant to happen, and is going to continue. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to what this channel has in store for all of us. You know, we really have become a family in a lot of ways, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. I can never thank you enough. So many of you have been so gracious and so kind, and I really, really do appreciate it. So it's been awesome. It's going to be more awesome, hopefully a healthy awesome, and not an unhealthy awesome. Not that unhealthy it was ever awesome, but we made it through. But this is certainly the best I have felt in quite a while. Infection's gone. I can tell my immune system is back. Just a couple of little things that had thrown my way. Before, it would have turned into bronchitis, things like that. It just didn't do that this time, and they're very happy with where I'm at. There's a couple things we need to work on yet, but like I need to shave. I look like a hobo. Slightly terrifying. It's funny, I go into my mom. I do the 2-berry ice cream thing every 2 weeks and share that with the 3 ladies that are in her room, and they're just so happy. And it's cool to do something like that for people that, you don't know how many great things they have happen in a day or even a week or a month. And something little like that to look forward to and makes them happy. Makes me happy. But I always say to my mom when I let this grow out a little bit, I said, well, you gotta get a hairy kiss. And she's like, kissed me and like giggles, and she's like, ooh. I was like, I'm sorry. Like only a face a mother could love. But I said, I'll shave. She's like, you've been saying that for a while and you don't do it. I was like, well, I gotta try to do it this week. Get myself cleaned up and look less disheveled and all that. But as always, everybody, thank you for coming along on this journey with me. We got plenty more to go. And as always, I want to say thank you, and we will see you all about town.